everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. I hope you're all doing well. It is Friday today, the sun is shining, it's such a beautiful day. It's really crisp and cold outside, which is my favourite autumn weather. I'm just getting ready to film a couple of bits before I head out and meet my friend Beth. We are having a little afternoon together, which is so nice. We tend to do this on Fridays because it's like both of our days of the week that we kind of have like semi-flexible. So rather than go for lunch or go for dinner or her come over, we are gonna do a really big walk and then end up at the pub. And I'm so looking forward to it. It's gonna be so nice. One of my favorite things to do is walk and talk with my friends or my mum. I love it. It's one of my favorite things because you're getting your steps in, you're in the fresh air, and you're just nattering away. It is so good. So that is what we're doing, and yeah, I think we're just gonna end up at the local pub for a drink afterwards, which will be perfect. So I'm meeting her in the next hour and a half, so I do need to get a move on. Because I need to film a couple of bits before I leave, because by the time I get back home it's going to be the evening. My mum brought round a couple of little Charlotte Tilbury minis that she had, and she gave me the Lip Cheat lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk. I used to use this all the time and I haven't used this for years. Same with the lipstick. She got me a little mini lipstick. How adorable is that? So I thought I would use it this morning and I absolutely love it. I think this colour is so nice. And also a mini setting spray, which I'm going to keep in my handbag because I'm using this one at the moment when I'm getting ready. But this is so good for your handbag. And also a couple of other little minis. Mini mascara, a mini serum. How cute is that? So I'm going to put all of my little minis in my kind of like travel bag that I take with me when I stay at people's houses or hotels or whatever. I always take a little bag of minis just so that I'm not taking huge products. So I'm really excited about that. But anyway, I'm dressed and ready. I've got some filming to do and then we're going to go out on a lovely walk. I am in a very simple outfit today. When I don't know what to wear, I always go for a double denim. It's just a fail-safe look. I have got my gardening jeans on because this morning I have actually been out in the garden deadheading all the roses, taking out the cosmos, and as you would have seen, I trimmed all of the stems off that still had a few buds, but they were just looking a bit messy, so I've taken those out. I'm thinking I might plant loads of bulbs in there for the spring so I can get loads of really lovely flowers growing up, maybe some tulips, and a few different things like that in the trough. I'm kind of thinking of doing a bit of a bulb lasagna because it's so deep. So that'll be a project once the bathroom's finished. Yeah, so I'm in double denim, gardening jeans, my shirt from Beaufort & Blake that I always wear. Sadly, this shirt sold out and my jeans are very low in stock. So I'm going to link similar pieces below in case you like the idea of like a double denim. And then this Zara jumper, which is just super thick and cozy and quite baggy because I didn't really want to feel too dressed up because we're only going for a walk through the woods and it's going to be thick with mud. Basil is having a play date at the farm today, so he's not coming with us, but he hadn't been there for a while, so I thought I would drop him off for some fun times to enjoy being at the farm, and then Jack will bring him home later, which is perfect. So I've got an empty house and I'm gonna go on a walk, a dog walk without the dog, which is really weird. But anyway, we only just planned it last night, so I didn't even really think. I've also just had an event invitation for next week, and this is like the most insane event I've ever been invited to, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So that will probably be in the next vlog because I'm just going to vlog the weekend and the event is next week, so I will vlog it next week. But oh my god, I'm so excited and I can't stop thinking about it because I've just had the email. Anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs and get some filming done. morning, everyone. There is no dog walking outfit in sight. I am off to London this morning. I have a very beautiful and exciting event today. I got this email through last week and I nearly screamed with excitement. I am heading to Fortnum Mason for a lobster Wellington masterclass, and then we get to enjoy the lobster Wellington cooked by the in-house chefs at Fortnum Mason. I am so excited. This feels like a very special, very luxurious way to spend a Tuesday lunchtime, so I'm really looking forward to it. I am going to drop Basil off at the farm and then make my way into London. I'm actually going to take Jack's mum's birthday present with me this morning so she can open it, because it's taken so long to arrive and then she went away and she's just got back. So I'm going to take that over this morning as well. But I wanted to show you my outfit before I leave, because I absolutely love this outfit. I know I'm going to be freezing because I really don't want to wear a coat, because it's just, a poncho and a coat just don't really go together. So we're gonna just suck it up. I feel like I'm gonna be inside most of the day, so I think it will be fine. And I'm actually getting a slightly earlier train because I'm thinking I might grab a coffee this morning and get some emails done, and then potentially do a little bit of shopping for a couple of birthday presents that I need to pick up. So I might have a little browse around Fortnum Mason while I'm there. But today's outfit, this is a poncho from Amazon, would you believe? It is such incredible quality. It's super, super soft and it's quite thin, so it's a really good layering piece. And I've just got my Ralph Lauren cable knit cashmere jumper on underneath, which is quite a good base layer when it's really cold. And then my jeans are from Zara. I actually picked these up a couple of weeks ago. They're like a boot cut jean. They were so long, so I have cut them this morning. So they have got like a little bit of a frayed edge, and then I've just got my old brown suede Zara boots on with a little heel. Demier tan bag to go with this. And that is my outfit. I absolutely love this. I feel very chic, put together, but I feel so comfortable, and it doesn't feel like too dressy, but it still looks like I've made an effort. I've also had this little hairband on this morning because I have such a tendency to blow dry all my hair, make it lovely, and then just keep touching it, and then it just looks terrible. I mean, it's pretty much all dropped out already, but anyway. I've just been packing up my bag. I'm using a new lip combo at the moment. I think I mentioned this in the last vlog. The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk liner and lipstick. These are the little minis and they are so good to put in your handbag, and I just really love this colour. I think it's a really nice sort of natural lip colour, so I'm really enjoying that. I've got my leather dense gloves out with the cashmere lining because if it's cold, the first thing that gets cold is my hands, so at least if I'm freezing I can put the gloves on. I feel like I need to get some brown ones so they don't stand out as much with the black. But anyway, I've had these years and I love them. They're so good for winter. I need to grab my sunglasses because it's actually pretty sunny today. I've got these little tortoiseshell ones in here. And I also have some black Ray-Ban ones. Doubling up on the sunglasses. Mini Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. My purse is going in here, a little lip balm, car keys, and then lastly a mini Denman hairbrush. And I've put all of that in this little pouch which I got from a brand called Murmur. They kindly sent over some bits for the new bathroom, which I'm going to show you tomorrow. How adorable is this? It's like a super quilted, really soft green and white pouch, and I love it. I think it's so cute. So also it's a great size for your handbag. You can fit so much in there. So I've just got that inside my bag, just to keep all my bits together really. And I think that is everything. So I'm going to take Basil over to the farm and make my way into London. I am so excited. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know who's going. I don't know who's on the guest list, who's going to be there. And I'm going on my own, which is always a little bit nerve-wracking. Most of the time I do try to bring a +1, and I was allowed a +1 today. However, I decided I need to push myself out my comfort zone a bit more. and I need to go to events on my own, because 9 times out of 10 I end up chatting to people, I meet some new people, have really lovely conversations. So I'm really hoping that I meet some people that I know, or I don't know, have seen before on socials. If not, it's just me and you. Me and you are going to a lobster Wellington masterclass at Fortnum Mason. What on earth? I literally cannot believe that. Insane. I thought I would quickly show you my outfit in full. Please ignore the golf clubs behind me. Jack still needs to put those away. But this is the outfit. I really, really love it. I feel like the jeans are super comfy. I've got a little heel, so it feels a little bit more dressed up. And the poncho is just gorgeous. I think I'm gonna try and get one in a chocolate brown, because I think this in chocolate brown with some skinny jeans and knee-high boots is such a lovely little throw-on pub lunch outfit as well. It's just super, super cozy. So we're not going with a coat, and I feel that I might regret that, but anyway, it'll be fine.
Take the lobster and then you turn back and put upside down this way, please. Upside down. Okay. And of course, I will inform you, please.
Just like roll it over basically. Like this? Yeah. And the other and then like roll and then
There's one case.
Yeah. It was the most important one.
So very gentle. Once you reach the hands, just like put a bit of pressure. So that is basically puppets, which we are so many the puppets in the house. Plain flour, and we layer, and we go about 56 times. And then when you do very gentle, you just pull the wind, turn the loop, but very gentle. So this is, you can see how the puff face is being raised. So that's the result once you do. And then, so feel free to just have a wash your hands and enjoy. Always try to use something which is
Good evening. I am back in the car. I've got Bazzy Bum behind me. I've just picked him up and he absolutely stinks. I don't know what he's been doing today. Lisa said that he's probably been rolling around in the fields because they've been spreading the muck on the fields at the farm. And he absolutely stinks. I cannot tell you how bad it is. Oh, but he's probably had the best day ever. So I'm gonna get him home and get him straight in the bath. I've got all the windows open because the smell is very strong. But I had such an amazing day at the Lobster Wellington masterclass. It was so incredible to watch a chef put together such an amazing dish, and I actually learned a few tips and tricks to make a Wellington. I mean, it doesn't really matter what. I'm gonna put the windows up for your sake, not for mine. Yeah, I learned so many tips and tricks that I could use for any protein Wellington. He also said that an alternative to lobster would be something like monkfish or like quite a meaty fish. Obviously you can get like a salmon en croûte, which is very similar. And also I learned a trick to make the lattice pastry for the top. But it's so funny because one of Jack's only dishes that he makes is a beef Wellington, and the last couple of years for Friendsmas, that is what he's made. So I'm kind of thinking, if we're gonna do a Wellington again, potentially we do 2 Wellingtons and do a beef Wellington and maybe some sort of fish Wellington as well. But it's such a gorgeous evening. Look how stunning the sunlight is behind me. So I'm gonna get home and get Mr. Basil in the bath because that smell is not great. Let's take the poncho off. Good boy. Should we get you a towel? Oh no, there's no towels. Right, wait a minute. I don't really want you to go to bed, John. Wait there. Oh, do you know that you're so stinky? My sweetheart, you smell so bad. Oh my goodness, what a day you've had. Let's get your collar off and we'll give you a nice big scrub, and then you can have some dinner and then you can have a nice big sleep. How about that? How about that? You've got mud all in your collar. Oh dear. I think we need to give that a wash. Good boy. Alright. Today, myself, we are going to do a double scrub. You're the first one to use the bath. How does it feel? Oh, sorry, but you need a serious head wash today. What have you been doing on your ears? What have you been doing? Oh, yeah. Well, at least we know the sealant works. He's a gorgeous boy. It's the next day. I'm back in the bathroom again. It's like I've never left. But I thought, it's really echoey in here actually, because we still don't have the floor, but I thought I would give you a little update on how the bathroom is looking, because we are very nearly finished. I'm really hoping that we're going to get the floor laid by the end of the week. It could be a possibility. If my brother's got enough time to fit us in, then it might be done this week. We shall see. So probably the next vlog, well, hopefully the next vlog, I will have the full reveal. But as you can see, we have tiles. We actually changed our plan with the tiles. So if I turn you round, you can see a little bit better. We decided to actually go for 2 full-sized tiles. So originally we were planning on doing a half tile at the top so that it followed the original line of the previous tiles that were here. And as we started cutting and as we started sort of deciding on the placement of things, we realised that actually it's such a waste of material to just cut them all in half, and there's nothing stopping us from just doing 2 full-size tiles. So that is the decision we made. Obviously, I then hadn't ordered enough tiles to do 2 full ones all the way across, so we then got most of it done and then had to wait another week for 3 more tiles to arrive. We only needed 2, but I ordered a 3rd one just in case. So we now have a spare tile, which I'm hoping Jack might be able to make a little scaffold table the same size as the tile, and then we can use the tile on top. I think that'd be really good. So tiles are in. I also did the grout and the sealant on Monday. It's now Wednesday. So I got all of that done Monday. It took me a very long time because I was being very particular about it. And I was actually going to vlog it, but it's one of those things where when I'm filming, I feel like I'm not fully concentrating on what I'm doing, and I just didn't want to get it wrong. The tiles are expensive, and any tiny little thing that isn't right, you're going to notice. So I really wanted it to be just perfect. So I'll give you a little close-up of my handiwork. So the grout that we used is literally just a B&Q. I think it's Mapai grout, and we also used the same brand adhesive as well. So we used a white colour for the grout, which I think looks really nice. It's just the perfect sort of like muted, very soft white grout. This is a 3mm gap space between the tiles, and I am just so happy with how this has turned out. I then did all of the sealant around the edge of the bath, along the corners of the tiles, and also along the top as well, but I actually need to go back over the top and do a bit of a thicker bead of sealant because I did it way too thin, and I just kind of wanted to leave it for Jack to have a look at it and tell me that I was right in thinking I need to do more. So I need to do that at some point, but oh, it looks so good. I just love it so much. So over on this side, we decided to do a bit of a gradient with this tile at the top, mainly because we obviously did all of the tongue and groove and the beading to the height of the previous tiles, because if you remember, this back wall was all tiled, and obviously we could have done the tiles going all the way across the same height, but it would have been a little bit awkward cutting in around the beading, and also if we'd have just done it up to the beading, there then would have been a gap along the side, which we didn't love. So Jack came up with the genius idea to do a little bit of a slope and a gradient meeting underneath the beading. I think it almost has this slight bespoke feeling to the tiles, and I think it works really well because obviously the bath ends here and then we've got the little side cupboard, so it kind of brings it to a point which I really love. And I was always planning to have some sort of vase of flowers on here, so I just think it works really well. And then obviously we've got the wooden panels that were already on here, so we took them off, trimmed them down slightly so they fit a little bit better, and then put these back on. I think Jack wants to do something with this corner. I think he's got a little bit of wood that he's gonna pop in here, so that'll probably be a weekend job. And then I painted the panels the same colour as the walls, just so it all blends in. And oh, I just love it. I'm so happy with how it's all come together. So that is what we have been doing the last couple of days. I'm really out of breath because the Ocado driver just arrived and I ran downstairs to get the delivery. But obviously we've got the artwork up. I just think it all works so, so nicely. And then everything else in here is the same. However, I wanted to just share with you the little bits that I received from Murmur, because I think this brand is absolutely beautiful. I'd never seen it before, I'd never come across it. And I got a lovely DM saying, would I like to receive a little gift basket of some pieces for the new bathroom? So I have these gorgeous towels, little hand towel. They're kind of like Slightly bobbled, really textured. I love them. They're just a little bit different to your normal white towel, and they're almost like a bit of a flower kind of clover design, which is so beautiful. So I've got the hand towel, and then I've also got a bath towel. So I think I'm going to go on and order a couple more bath towels so I can have a full set of these in this bathroom. I also received a hand soap and hand lotion in lime, basil and mandarin. This is their spa range and it smells incredible. So these are going to go on the sink, and then you are currently resting on the candle. How stunning is this candle? Absolutely beautiful, like frosted glass. It's their Restore candle, and it's almost got this like kind of like a masculine aftershave scent to it with a little undertone of sweetness. Oh, I absolutely love it. So this is going to live in the bathroom, so I can light that when I have my first bath in here. So obviously we still need to do the floor, but just to show you, I've had this plank in here because we were just trying to see how it's going to look all together. So this is the floor that we're going for. This is exactly the same floor that I've got in the dressing room. So it's a click system. So it just is a little bit more weighty and a bit more solid, which I think personally works a bit better upstairs. I feel like upstairs the floorboards are a little bit more creaky compared to downstairs where we've got a solid concrete base. So my brother is going to fit just a really soft underlay just to kind of soften underfoot, add a little bit more warmth, and then these planks on top. So I think this lovely sort of like washed oak is going to just look gorgeous in here and just kind of ground it all, give a little bit more texture, a bit more of a richer colour to the floor. And I'm so excited. So Basil was the first one to use the bath with the new tiles, and that couldn't have come at a better time, to be honest, because the grout needs 24 hours to set, and obviously yesterday was Tuesday, I did it on Monday, so it was perfect timing. Otherwise I would have been giving him a bath outside in the freezing cold, and I could not do that to my poor child. So it all worked out perfectly. But today I have got, honestly, a boring day. I've got so many errands to do. I've already popped out to the shops this morning and the post office, and I've just had the Ocado delivery, so I'm going to put that away. Got to take Basil to the vets shortly for his booster jab, and then I've just got an afternoon of laptop work. I feel like this week I haven't really been on my laptop because I was in London yesterday and then doing the tiles on Monday, so I need to just sit down, lock in and get loads of things done. So that is my plan for the rest of the day. Oh, and I'm also going to do a workout, which is why I'm in my workout clothes today. I can hear Basil rustling in the bags downstairs. Hold on a minute. That's not good. Where is he? Has he taken something out of the bag? Oh, no, just my slipper. He's such a good boy. He would never steal like food. If you drop something on the floor, like a piece of food, he will never go straight away and eat it. He'll wait to see if he's allowed. He's so good. So I'm gonna head downstairs and put all the washing away, and then we're gonna go to the vets. Aren't we, my sweet boy? Yes, we are. And I've got him a little bone as a treat for when we get home, because he doesn't love the vets. Ever since he had that lump, if you've watched my vlogs, ever since we got Basil, you might remember he had hello. He had a lump come up on his cheek, and ever since he had that operation, he's now terrified of our vet's room. He doesn't mind the waiting room, but the vet's surgery room he hates. He literally puts the brakes on, he won't go in. So we're working on that, aren't we, sweetheart? Yes, he's very sleepy from his busy day yesterday. But at least you smell better, don't you? You smell so much better. Right. Good afternoon. It is a lot later in the day. It's nearly the evening. It's so grey outside. I've just given myself a facial. I did a workout and I wanted to use all of my beauty products and gadgets. I used my radio frequency device, my microcurrent device, my LED mask, and then I did some like manual lymphatic drainage. Put on a little bit of Wonder Skin and some lip balm, and my skin at the moment just feels incredible. I feel like all of the products and all the things that I've been doing are just seriously working. And although I'm looking a little bit pale because the summer tan is definitely fading, I'm kind of loving it. I kind of like not having like a super bronze tan in the winter because it just feels a little bit more natural. But anyway, I'm feeling a bit strange today. I don't know why. I think it's just hormonal. I've been feeling a little bit grumpy and just a bit irritable. So I haven't really vlogged much, but you really haven't missed anything. I've just been doing, as I said this morning, all the boring errands. Basil's at the vet's, and actually he was a very good boy at the vet's, and all the lady receptionists were in today, and all the assistant vets, and they just love him. It was very cute. I've just been driving all around, doing all the different things, and yeah, came home, did a Pilates, did my facial, and I'm now going to sit on my laptop for a couple of hours before I start the dinner. But it's Thursday tomorrow, and I'm actually spending the day with a lovely friend and her baby, and I'm so looking forward to it. So I'm not going to vlog anything. So I'm probably going to end this vlog here because I feel like I don't really have much else to discuss with you in this vlog. And I am going to pick up the vlog again on Friday and start a new one because it's Halloween on Friday. We've got the floor being laid in the bathroom. So stay tuned for the next vlog because I will be doing a proper bathroom reveal and we will be using the bath for the first time. And yeah, I might show you my Halloween costume. Currently it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm a little bit worried and I don't actually really know what I'm going as. So need to sort of figure that out. But anyway, that will be in the next vlog. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog and I will see you in the next one.